Hello everybody, I'm back with a new video, and as you can see it in the description, I'm gonna think about fansign today. So I went to a couple of fansign. These are not the total amount of signed CD that I have, but yeah, you can see that I went a couple of times. So I'm gonna try to answer as much question as possible about fansign, how to, what it is, but I might forget things. So if you have just any question at the end of the video, just please put it in the comment section, and I'm gonna answer to everything that I might forget and that you need to know. By the way, there isn't any dumb question. Lots of people sometimes like, oh, it's such a dumb question, I'm not gonna ask it. You know what? If you don't know, it means that somebody else don't know either. So never hesitate to ask a question. So, start. What is a fansign? A fansign is mostly every time artists release a new album, they will do a fansign. So actually, a fansign is when you go to see the artist with your CD, and the artist will sign your CD for you with your name or whoever name you want them to sign in. So you are in front of the artist, and the artist will sign your album live. You can talk to him or her depending on who you're going to. How long can you talk to him or her is depending on a lot of things. Usually, I would say that generally the fansign I went, you have like 1 or 2 minutes with them. You can talk a little bit. They will ask you things. How are you? What's your name? They ask you what's your name even if it's written on your post-it. It's just to be like, polite and everything. And that's your opportunity to tell the artist how much you love them, that you really like their music, they're really pretty, talented, everything. Take care of your health, so that's your opportunity to meet the artist. So how does it work? When a fansign is announced, so like I'm gonna check because I have some special place to go and watch what fansign are there. So I'm watching this one, and it's a fansign announced for Twice, the girl group Twice. So what you have for information is when will be the fansign. So the fansign for this one will be June 12th at 7 p.m. So actually, to get into a fansign, you have to win your place on the list. There are two kinds of fansign. You have the lottery, and you have the first come, first serve. Actually, the first come, first serve is like you go, you purchase the album, like these two. I went. You go, you purchase the album. If you're in the first 100 or 150, you're in automatically. You get the CD, they give you your number, and you're in. But it is for indie groups or groups that are not really famous yet, or not really, really popular yet. Actually, I think also this one was first come, but I'm not sure. So this is the easiest way, because you go, you purchase, and you're in. The thing is, you have to go to a specific store. So, I'm not going to tell you all the stores and everything. So you have to go to the store between May 23 and May 25. You purchase your albums there. And the second way, what I said, is lottery, because, well, of course, that would be kind of unfair for a very, very popular group to be a first come, first serve, because they want to sell more CDs. So you buy your CD, and for this one on May 26, 3 p.m., the list of the 100 people that got in for twice will be revealed on a certain website. So actually, how does it work with the lottery? You have two ways to win, because there's two ways that they pick up the winners. If it's electronically, the amount of CD you buy is very important, because electronically it's in a way not really like a real pick. The more you get, the more you're up on the list and you will get in. If they pick up like that with the name in a box and everything, the amount you buy is not necessarily very important, because you can buy just one CD and get in. But most of the time it's electronical. So there are website and application you can check to know how much CD you need to buy to get into a fansign. So for groups, let's say groups that everybody will know, or almost. For groups like VIX, you need to buy about 50 CDs to get in. And when I say 50 CDs, I don't mean the complete collection of VIX CDs. I mean the last one. So when I wanted to go to Boys Republic. This is the last CD of Boys Republic. That's the one you have to buy. And you have to buy a certain amount of copies. So for Boys Republic, one was enough. I was lucky. But for VIX, 50. You need to buy 50 albums to have a chance to get in. For groups like BTS, Bangtan Sonyeondan, it's about 70 now. But since they grow in popularity, it's going to be more. For groups like EXO, it's about 100. And actually, they have a certain percentage of foreigners that are allowed, if you're a foreigner, because they tend to try to put Korean fan in front, because Koreans are there, they go to concert, they buy merch and everything, so they want to facilitate the way they can meet the artist. I'm not sure 100% about that affirmation, but it's kind of spreads a little bit. How do you know there is a fan sign? There are two ways that I know of, but there might be way other. To know about the fan sign. Of course, if you're really, really into one group, you're gonna know, because it's gonna be on the fan cafe, on the fan club, kind of things like that. Everything goes through fan cafes. So if you're really, really a fan of the group and you want to know, you go to their fan cafe and you're gonna know about it. The second way, there is a Twitter page that you can consult. Well, actually, be a member. That would be easier. I will put the address of the Twitter page in the description so you can check. It's fandata, I don't know how to say that symbol, B. So all fan signs of all groups that happens to be in Korea will be on that Twitter page. Everything is in Korean. Oh. Well, don't worry too much. Actually, everything is in Korean, but if you put it in Google Translate, if you don't speak any Korean, you put it in Google Translate, you're gonna understand pretty much everything. There's not enough words to be like, oh, what did they say and everything. You just need to know a little bit about the stores, because sometimes Google Translate doesn't like to translate store's name because it doesn't know that it's a store. So yeah, but I mean, usually who sells fan signs? There are record store or libraries, and since it's almost all the time the same ones. You have like YP Books or Kyobo or Sinara or MTU Records. basically at one point and you know where they are because it's kind of always a certain area of Seoul, or Daegu, Ilsan, Busan, you know, all around Korea because all of the fan sign that are announced for all Korea, not just Seoul. So yeah, you go there and you find it. You go on the application of the website, you check how many CDs you need to buy, and you go there and buy. Because it depends. I mean, for Yesong is very, very famous. He's been there for 10 years. And I bought only 3 CDs and I got it. And I heard one of my friends said her friend bought 20 and she didn't get in. Not the same fan sign, but you see what I mean. I bought for Uyon, I bought 15 CDs and I didn't get in. But like when I went to that record store, I could see that some people bought 40, 50 CDs. So maybe I didn't have any chance. But you know, it's like that. If you want to go to fansign, you have to take a chance. My friend bought 50 CDs and she got in for VIX. But the thing is, after that, you have to sell back your CDs, or at least the Photocard, or you see what I mean. It's pretty expensive to go to fansigns. At one point, if you want to go to very famous bands, because I mean, I went to Boys Republic. I bought 1 CD, and I got it. And I bought 15 for the other one and didn't get in. And it doesn't go cheap, which tells me like, how much is it for a CD? It depends. There are CDs that are not really expensive. I mean, if I remember correctly, my Snooper CD to get in was about 13,000 won. Let's say 13 US dollar. For the Labum CD, it was 1850, and for let's say Yesong, 15. So usually the range is about between 13 to $19 for 1 CD. So you can do the count. 15 multiplied by 50. It's quite expensive. That's why some people do group orders. And some people will say, okay, you know what? They sell pages. I will go, because when you go to a fansign, you cannot just say, hey, here are my 15 CDs, or sign my 15 CDs. Of course not. How does it work? You go with one and they all sign your 1 CD. Actually, when you go there, they will give you a post-it that you will put in the CD last page so that you can see the name every time. And then they will open the CD to their picture and they will sign with your name. For some groups, you probably saw it like online, Twitter and everything. You can have post-it. A post-it is you put a question on the post-it and the artist will answer the question. But for some fansign, it's forbidden. When I went to Yesong fansign, there was a girl that has a post-it. She had a post-it in her CD, and you know, the person was like, okay, give me your CD here. Oh, there's a post-it, remove. Okay, you can go. So it depends a lot about the company policy and, you know, things like that. So sometimes you have post-it. When I went to Snooper, like, post-it were forbidden, but the guys were like, oh, but look, she's a foreigner, she doesn't speak Korean. Well, you must let us communicate. I was speaking to them in Korean and they knew perfectly. Like, the third time I went, like, one of them called me by my name. And they kind of recognized me. So they knew I was speaking Korean. But they tried to help the fans. You know, it's nothing, it's not harmful. Like, one of the post-it, because I went to Snooper 3 times. The second and third time were for somebody else. And she had questioned like, oh, would you like to do a vampire concept for a new CD? Or, oh, I really like your dimples. Can you draw yourself with your dimples that I like? Nothing harmful, nothing gross, nothing. Well, actually, I wouldn't give a gross question to any person. But yeah. As for the photocard, depending, usually they cannot sign the photocards. They can draw on it like little hearts or cat face or something. They will not sign it because they cannot. And sometimes you cannot have it in the CD. If they see that you have it, they will confiscate it and they will give it back to you when you're done. And actually, you cannot have a cell phone or anything, any device when you meet the guys or girls, and because it's forbidden. You cannot take pictures when you're talking to them. If you want to take pictures, you have to be on your seat in the room, and then you can take pictures. And sometimes pictures are forbidden too. Like for Yesong fansign, it was all of your cell phone must be in your bags, no camera allowed. You couldn't take any pictures of any kind, and they were checking you because there was that girl, she was like that, like talking to her friend on the phone like that, not even facing this, and they say take your cell phone and put it in your bag. So it depends a lot, but usually you can take pictures as long as it's from your seat. That's why people have like cameras big like that, so they can take the best pictures. And well, I did too, of course. Why not? If you can take pictures of your favorite artist. And is there something else? I don't know. So actually, if you remember something that I didn't mention that you think it's important, well, just ask in the commentary and I will answer as soon as I get your questions. So until next time, dream about the fun signs, and I have to tell you, if you have the opportunity to go, just take it. It's really amazing.